So how did the TNA deal happen? Were you actually under contract, or was it just like per appearance?
Shit, brother. Brother. So no, my first season of Survivor, as I mentioned, #1 show in the world. I mean, I think my finale, we had 33 million viewers. It's fucking crazy numbers. And like Rupert was one of Survivor's favorite players ever. I sent home Rupert 8th place, so that solidified me as a villain. And then I did the Dead Grandma Lie the week after getting rid of Rupert. And so my stock was pretty high. And so the week Saddam Hussein was captured was the week after the Dead Grandma Lie. And the New York Post the front page of the paper read, "The most hated man in America." There's a picture of me. Page 2 is Saddam Hussein. And I'm just like, motherfucker, like, I never killed anybody. Like, I lied about killing. Like, I'm pretty sure Saddam Hussein killed people. This dude should be a little more hated than me. So, but I'm cool with it. Like, I appreciate, as I said, my heroes, Andy Kaufman, Ric Flair, Roddy Piper. So, I understand the role of a heel and I embrace it and I'm for it. So, but going into the finale, I got calls from WWE and TNA, and WWE offered me a 4-month deal where it would either be me versus the Divas at WrestleMania, or I would be revealed to be Trish's sleazy boyfriend in the Jericho Christian thing. And so I think it was a 4-month deal for like $80,000 or something like that. And then TNA offered me $300,000 for 2 years. And I had Jeff Jarrett call me, I had Dixie Carter call me, and they're, like, I asked Jeff, I'm just like, well, who am I managing? He's like, "You're not managing anyone. You're just the biggest bad guy there." And I'm just like, "I'm pretty sure that's your gig." And he's like, no, it's yours. And that didn't end up being the case. So, but I really wanted to go to WWE. Like, I like 2 bucket list things for me, or like 3 bucket list things for me, were WrestleMania, Madison Square Garden, and the Greensboro Coliseum. And none of those things would happen if I went to TNA. However, at the end of the day, my wallet said $300,000 is greater than $80,000. So I chose TNA. And so they wanted to advertise me the week before I got there. And so they called me and they're just like, "Hey, you need to sign your contract." And I was like, "I'll sign it when I get there next week." And they're like, "No, we need you to sign now because we need to advertise you. We need to have a signed contract before we can advertise you." So I was like, "Okay." And so Bob Ryder was head of like vice president of talent relations, like, at the Johnny Ace or Jim Ross of the time for TNA. And so I'm on a conference call. It's myself, my manager, or myself, my agent, and Bob Ryder, and Dixie Carter we can hear in the background. And so my agent and I both hear Dixie say, "Give him whatever he wants. Make this happen now." And so my manager goes, "We'll call you right back." So she calls me, my agent calls me personally, and she goes, "What do you want?" And I'm just like, "I want $300,000. She goes, "What else do you want?" And I was like, "I want to fly first class." And she was like, "What else do you want?" I'm like, "I want a 5-star hotel." She goes, "What else do you want?" I'm like, "I want a cell phone." She goes, "What else do you want?" I'm like, "I want insurance." And she goes, "Okay." And so we called back and I got $300,000, first class, 5-star hotel, cell phone, and insurance.
Wow. You'd probably be in like the top 5 anyone was ever paid in TNA, probably.
Absolutely, positively. No contest. So, but the thing of it was, so all that happens, and the next week, Bob Ryder, who is one of the owners of OneWrestling.com, leak out my contract. And so the TNA locker room sees my contract, and I walk in, and everyone there hates my guts.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. How was the backstage, since you're a non-wrestler,
I am, but that's not true. I am a wrestler. I started in 1990. Like, so I was originally trained by Manny Fernandez. Oh, shit. I was originally trained by one of the assassins, Ken Spence, and then later trained by Manny Fernandez, and then later trained by Axel Rotten at Bone Breakers, and then you know, finishing school with Roddy Piper. So like I used to manage the Rising Sun in New Dimension Wrestling in 1998 against the Hardy Boys because, or she's 98, 97, because the owner of New Dimension Wrestling was scared the Hardy Boys were going to take the tag team titles to WWF with them. And I'm just like, I'm pretty sure Vince doesn't need those. So, but yeah, so no, I was a worker. I was a boy. I mean, like, you know, I don't remember a single match I worked from 96 till 2000 in which I didn't jump up on the ring apron, take the fucking punch to the face, and do the Nestea plunge to the floor, whether there be padding or not. But I took that bump every match.
Who would have been the biggest asshole to you in TNA?
Everyone. And I don't blame them. So, I mean, like, but at the same time, it wasn't like, I mean, like, James Storm didn't like me. However, the night before my debut, they sent a limousine to pick me up and to go around the local bars and give out free tickets to come to the fairgrounds. And so I had a unlimited bar tab, and I had a limousine drive me around. And, you know, and James Storm was like, I don't like this motherfucker. I heard what he's making, and, you know, fuck him. But, you know, it's nice to drink for free and ride around a limousine. So, so he didn't like me initially, but, you know, it took time for people to figure out. They didn't say, hey, we're giving Jonny Fairplay $300,000. We need 10,000 of yours. Like, I didn't take anyone's money to get the money that I'm making. So what people needed to realize is if they're giving me this much money, then maybe you can say, hey, am I as good as Jonny Fairplay? How about giving me fucking Jonny Fairplay money?
Yeah, you had more notoriety than anyone on their roster at that time, and they needed that.
Yeah, I mean, like, so I got my first night, I took a spinning power bomb from AJ Styles, and like that was ridiculous. So my contract stated $300,000. My contract states one bump a year. I don't take a bump for 6 months. I have right of refusal, and I have creative control over my character. So I get there, and Jeff Jarrett goes, man, you ain't gonna believe this. Fuck, Access Hollywood's here, Inside Edition, whatever, all the fucking, you know, Entertainment Tonight, they're all here. Like, you need to take a bump. And I was just like, I thought I wasn't taking a bump for 6 months, you know, like, why are you gonna kill my heat? And so I walk into the locker room, and I just see just dirty looks from everyone. And I'm just like, well, fuck. I was just like, everyone here hates me. This is gonna be the longest 2 years of my life. So maybe if I take a bump, then I'll earn earn a little street cred with these people. I don't know. So anyway, so I was like, let me call my manager. So I call my manager, or my agent, and she goes, I don't know what a spinning power bomb is, but the answer is fuck no, fuck them. And I'm just like, this shit is gonna suck if I don't do this. I was just like, I know how to take a bump. It's not going to kill me. I was just like, if this makes this better, a better 2 years, then I don't think I have a choice. I was like, however, I was like, they're killing my fucking heat out of the fucking gate. This is fucking dumb. It's poor. It's bad fucking booking. So anyway, so we go to practice, and it's me and Don Callis and AJ and Jeff Jarrett, and we're doing the rehearsal. And so I grabbed the chair to hit AJ. And Don Callis goes, this motherfucker doesn't even know how to hold a chair. And so I look directly at him. I go, this motherfucker shouldn't know how to hold a fucking chair. I'm an outsider. Like, you know what? I can watch this. Here's how you hold the fucking chair if you're fucking trained to. I'm Jonny Fairplay. I'm a fucking outsider that shouldn't fucking know. And Jeff goes, kid's got a point. God damn it. Fuck that dude.
Right? So how was AJ? So yeah, I agree with you on that.
Should Jonny Fairplay have known? No.
They don't even teach you that in wrestling school anyway, so I don't even know what they're just
Well,
trying
I've
to
watched enough wrestling. I know, but there's no reason my character, like, he's just like, oh, this fucking guy. This guy is doing what the fuck he should be as his fucking character. So, and then like AJ, so it's time for the spot. AJ kicks me in the fucking stomach. So boom, go down, gets me up for the power bomb. I'm fucking selling because it's real to me. I'm just like, this motherfucker's gonna power bomb me. I know it fucking hurts. I'm not in a hurry. Anyway, he stiffed me on purpose. That was for the locker room. We've talked about it. I get it. I got no beef with it. So, it's what needed to happen at the time. And so I go to the back, and Terry Funk cuts a promo in the locker room. He goes, this motherfucker just sold more than any of y'all did. Oh, God damn not.
That's pretty cool that Terry Funk was there. Did you have much interaction with him?
Yeah, like, well, I mean, for what I remember, I mean, AJ did stiff me. I did get a concussion. So, but no, Terry put me over, and gave me the kudos afterwards, and one of top 10 moments of my entire life. The whole day, the whole exchange, the whole moment, everything. So it was really cool. That was my dream. I mean, I one of the questions of Survivor is like, what is Jonny Fairplay's dream job? And I put pro wrestler.
Dixie Carter is a pretty loved and hated figure. How was your experience with her?
I love her. She's great. She's one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. So she was a huge fan of Survivor and hired me, accordingly. And she, went out of her way to try to get Jeff to use me in a good creative direction, and it never worked out. And then Jeff was removed from head booker and replaced with Dusty Rhodes. And Dusty looked at the roster. He goes, who's this Jonny Fairplay? And why does he make more money than everybody else? And they're like, that's the kid from Survivor. Jeff Jarrett hated him, and he's getting paid a lot of money. He goes, he's more famous than AJ Styles. I'll use him. And that was it. So I was brought back.
So tell me about why Jeff Jarrett hated you.
I have no idea.
Is it true he's like a crazy partier? I know he went to rehab a bunch of times, but I've heard some stories about him.
I hung out with him one night at Jeremy Borash's, but like, no, not, I mean, if he was, I didn't see it. So like, I was actually disappointed. So, cause even prior to TNA, I used to hang out at, like I've been going to pay-per-views and Nitros and Raws forever. So yeah, like whenever they were in Baltimore, we'd all go to the BWI Marriott and then go and then like, I was friends with the Hardys and friends with X-Pac and a bunch of those guys. So I remember one night we went to, it's me, X-Pac, Midian, Road Dogg, and Jeff Jarrett. And we ended up at a hookah bar. And I replaced the tobacco with weed, and Jeff smoked some, and he was just like, this is crazy for tobacco. And I'm just like, it's not tobacco. And he's like, what? And he freaked out a little bit because he didn't smoke weed.
Interesting.
Yeah. So not like he wasn't like angry, but he was just like, like I thought we were smoking tobacco. So, but yeah, I saw on Instagram today that Jeff today was 4 years sobriety. So kudos, Jeff.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Was he replaced because of the whole stealing Kurt Angle's wife situation, or was it just from being a bad booker?
No, I think this is before.
Okay.
Yeah. So because I had a conversation with Kurt right when he was about to be removed again, and Kurt was making a power play to get the book, and he wanted to bring me in, and like we talked for like 2 hours, and the next day I hit him up and he didn't remember any of the conversation because it was one of Kurt's happy nights.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.